Tom Kaplis, Walsh Construction Program Manager for the Healthcare Department out of Chicago. We've been utilizing 3D or building information modeling for roughly 10 years now. The first project, which many of you will be familiar with, that we utilized it on, was the Pritzker Pavilion at Millennium Park. That intricate band shell design required a very technical solution in order to fit all those ribboned pieces together. Since then, we've made many advances. We've changed our software platform from a program called CATIA to utilizing Revit. Revit itself is a collaborative platform that we utilize to integrate many different software programs into. So some of the drivers that we had for utilizing Revit and building information modeling was that 30% of our healthcare projects weren't meeting either a budget or a schedule. And that obviously would frustrate a lot of owners. And then on the lean and the green and the forefront the initiatives that we're in, about 37% of all of the material that would enter a construction site would return to a dumpster as waste. So we obviously wanted to be a better contractor, and we wanted to eliminate that.
Steve Cook with Walsh Construction. I'm the Healthcare Virtual Construction Manager, and what that means is I coordinate all of our mechanical systems, everything from the finished product above the ceiling. So everything that no one wants to look at except for maybe the facilities management team. This is kind of our first stab at the structure. So every piece of steel is modeled, and that gets exported to another software program called Navisworks. And like everyone else, they're drawing their ductwork. You see some of this in the magenta color, the pipework in green, or this gold pipe. Every component, light fixtures, sprinkler pipe, is all incorporated into an exported lightweight version, so I can combine all of that same floor. Just zoom out here. So we can look at thousands of pieces of equipment, thousands of feet of pipe and conduit within the same model without having to reload or wait very long for the computer to regenerate that.
When you think about it, this collaboration that we've been doing has been able to take activities that were once traditionally always done in a volatile construction site, off-site, and really in a prefab capacity. So we have materials and manpower that would traditionally be working amongst, maybe on a larger job site, 500, 600 people, off-site in a controlled environment that is obviously much safer. Our cuts, our bumps, our bruises were significantly reduced as soon as we started to do this. The second on safety is waste. The material and the waste that that was leaving the job site was reduced by almost 40%. It was in the upper 30s. That was all of the cuts, the extra elbows, the extra insulation, the extra pieces of ductwork that were no longer needed because this was all done up front, coordinated to with a 1/4 of an inch.
What the Navisworks allows us to do is hunt for conflicts. So if I zoom back down into this current area where we have a roof drain and some ductwork that we're sorting out in here. See, we're running that roof drain right through that duct. So in this condition, what we were talking with the mechanical contractor earlier is the ability to, he'll end up redrawing this, but we can assign this to say, I think we can offset that duct up about 16 inches to get above that roof drain, so they can stay roughly where they're at, the conduit can stay roughly where it's at, and this is probably an easier scenario, but this is representative of thousands of square feet across the entire project and on multiple floors. This file exists on my computer, but the job is actually down in Tampa, Florida, and most of our subcontractors are down in that area as well. So what I end up doing is putting on this headset and they have similar equipment there, and they're looking at my computer screen as just as we were just doing. I'm maneuvering, looking at a certain issue, and we can all talk online about working these things out rather than writing out questions to an architect, questions to each other, and trying to decipher what we actually meant about it. So it really speeds up the process. What used to take a week to resolve an issue, we can now resolve in a matter of minutes.
Because of this platform, because of this coordination that we've done, we can effectively eliminate work stoppages. The work that's done by 5 to 12 people around a computer utilizing a collaborative platform, that's the architect, the engineers, the contractor, the subcontractors, can leverage all of those workers that are in the field. What I mean by that is, if we have to stop work because we identify a problem while we're sitting around a computer looking at this Revit platform, looking at a model, it's much easier to stop that than it is to stop 550 people, reshuffle a sequence, reshuffle a schedule, and start a project in a new direction. All that's done collaboratively prior to construction.